All right. LDBC, this is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, shout out to Ticket TV, man. You know, it's been a while since I've done any kind of Stephen A. Stupid commentary. It's just been a while. And, you know, when I look at Stephen A. Stupid, I think to myself, you know, man, this is a waste of a person who definitely has a voice that could do so much for our community. You know, he could do so much. But, you know, he just simply chooses not to. You know, he chooses to just do the status quo. You know, he chooses to be politically correct instead of just being correct. And it's just, you know, it's almost disgusting and it's a shame, you know, to watch this guy, how he move out here. It really is. I got this photograph of him here for a reason, okay? Now, this is Stephen A. Stupid when he was in college. You know, he was at Winston-Salem State University, and he played on the basketball team. And, you know, this is where Stephen A. Stupid, you know, really began to fall in love with journalism. And, you know, one of the first articles that he ever wrote was about his coach, Clarence Big House Gaines. And you can Google Big House Gaines, you can Google him, and he's a legend. You know, he's probably one of the most winningest basketball coaches in CIAA history. You know, the guy's a legend, you know, well loved and well respected, you know, in the CIAA ranks. Well, really, he's just well respected in all of college basketball. Well, Stephen A. Stupid, you know, of course, he was never a gifted athlete. Okay, wasn't great, wasn't that good at basketball, just mediocre, rode the bench. And he wrote an article. And I think at the time Stephen A. Stupid got hurt. He had gotten hurt. And, you know, he wrote this article saying that, you know, hey, you know, Clarence Big House Gaines, he's just too old to coach, and, you know, he should really retire. And, you know, back then, you know, you're trying to get out of there with all your pension, your benefits. And so, you know, him retiring early wasn't an option, you know, or him retiring before he was ready to retire wasn't an option. You know, Big House Gaines, I mean, you know, every coach get to that point where you want to retire, man, but you want to retire with, you know, all your benefits. You want to retire with everything that you can. But of course, Stephen A. Stupid, you know, go behind this man back now. Somebody who took time to mentor Stephen A. Stupid, go behind this man back and writes an article saying, you know, how he need to retire and how, you know, the sport done passed him by and how he too old and all, man. So of course that put pressure on Big House Gaines to go retire. And, you know, Stephen A. This is where the legacy of Stephen A. Stupid started. See, this is where this whole nightmare started with him. Okay, see, he was already selling people out even when he was in college. I mean, he took the bait. You know, he was the one, you know, I mean, undermined. Went behind dude back and just wrote an article saying that he needed to go and retire, too old. And that's the context of what the article was saying. So, you know, it brought a big uproar. And, you know, Big House Gaines, he, you know, eventually left. And this is hence now you see Stephen A. Smith. See, this guy, it's amazing, man. He'll take the fight and he'll try to tell black athletes, well, I need to tell them about themselves. I need to tell them about themselves. You know, that's what he does. See, you know, me, I don't consider myself a journalist. But, you know, technically, I really am, in a way, I am a journalist. But Stephen A. Smith don't understand journalistic integrity, man. You know, he's just out there trying to get the story, trying to, you know, put that clout on his name, and that's what he's there doing. You know, I've had fighters, man. I've had fighters really, like, break down some personal stuff to me. I'm talking about extremely personal. And, you know, it's fighters that y'all know. It's fighters that, you know, that are intimate. It's fighters that you guys know that be on TV. I'm talking about UFC fighters. They told me some personal stuff. But, you know, I would never, and the coach means never, I would never divulge any of that, especially on the video. Especially behind their back when they try. See, at some points in time, you know, some journalists, you can say, well, I'm just a journalist. And, you know, I don't get personal. Yeah, you know, sometimes it do because some fighters or some athletes, they're going to warm up to you. And they're going to trust you. That's just what it is. It's human nature. They're going to trust you. And see, when you get the athletes that trust you and they build that personal relationship with you, you know, there's got to be some journalistic integrity. And on Stephen A. Smith, there is none. You know, he don't take the time to call these athletes and ask them. You know, and the ones that he got their phone number, you can just call them. No, this dude will put out information, man, about these people, and he don't even talk to these people. You know, at least call them and get an exclusive, man. Get something. You know, I mean, but nah, man, this dude don't do that. Could you imagine, man, if I just put videos out about all the personal stuff that I knew? You know, that would, even though I say I'm a fan, but you know what? I would have no journalistic integrity. I would have zero journalistic integrity. And unfortunately, I love my integrity more than I do, trying to be famous. I love my integrity. It's stuff I would never divulge from these ladies. They done told me. Man, please. I wouldn't do it. It's stuff that I know about other people. I know all kind of stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, I only got 8,000 subs on my channel. But it's crazy. It's crazy how much stuff that, just being in some sort of a circle that I'm starting to learn and understand and I'm taking it to the grave. Stephen A. Smith don't have that mentality. He's an opportunist, okay? He's an opportunist and he's a sellout. And that's what he does. He constantly sells out our community. It's amazing, man. We can go back. We can look at Carmelo Anthony. We can look at Kevin Durant, Chad Ochocinco, Terrell Owens, Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I'm naming a few. These are some of the people that, he has completely just went out and just sold them out. He'd been to Floyd Mayweather's house, man. And then he getting up there on First Take, just talking all kind of junk about Floyd Mayweather. I think he's afraid of Pacquiao. But all the information out there. It's amazing. I don't see how any black athlete can trust Stephen A. Smith. I don't even know why these guys keep giving this man interviews. I don't know why these people keep giving this guy the time of day. But somebody gonna hurt Stephen A. Smith, man. Somebody gonna hurt him, man. Somebody really legit, they ain't gonna care, man. Because you're gonna catch people, man, when they at their worst, and they ain't gonna care. Somebody gonna pull up on him and somebody gonna punch him dead in his mouth. And they gonna punch him. They might go to jail, for assault. It might happen. Or a random gonna walk up to him and punch him in the mouth, man. And the random person, they really ain't gonna care. They gonna do it and just, leave the scene. He talk too much, man. This guy talk too much. He do too much stuff. And, he always in something, man. He always in something. And I'm still waiting on Stephen A. Smith comments about Johnny Manziel. The only thing you heard him say, well, he's just a kid. Okay, I'm still waiting on Stephen A. Smith comments about Peyton Manning. Okay, when he put his penis on top of the trainer's head when she was at Tennessee. I'm still waiting on that. I'm still waiting on Stephen A. Smith's, comments about Ben Roethlisberger. I'm still waiting on Stephen A. Smith comments about Kerry Collins. But it's only, I will have no issue with Stephen A. Smith, man. If he did it across the board. I probably wouldn't like it, but I say, you know what? It don't matter what race you are, Stephen A. Smith gonna call you out. That's what I would say. It don't matter what you are, what you identify as. This man, he is gonna call you out. And if he did it across the board, you know what? I could tolerate him a whole lot more. But he don't do it across the board. Stephen A. Smith don't do it across the board. And, it is becoming disgusting. It's becoming sickening, man, that this guy, has just been allowed to do these things. And, of course, ESPN not going to check it. They ain't going to check him because they like him doing this. They like him being this way. They like this. Here's what it is. This man went out, and Ticket even said, this man apologized. He apologized, and really, there was nothing wrong with what Stephen A. Smith said. He just said, you know what? I don't condone a man hitting a woman. That's what he said. He said it like 10 times. I don't condone a man hitting a woman, but women should not also provoke men. That means women shouldn't be putting their hand on men. And I agree with that. No woman should be putting their hand on a man. It shouldn't do it. Not if you expecting, good consequences. I mean, if you don't think the man gonna hit you back, okay, yeah, go on and put your hand on him, Go on and put your hand on him. But, there's that chance that he may retaliate and strike back. So I would suggest not putting your hand on a man. And that's all he was saying. But, the Me Too movement and, the feminists and all these people, man, start coming at him. And so he apologized, and they still suspended the guy. Amazing. And so now he come back doing this, and he'll disagree with you. And, if you ever confront Stephen A. Smith in person, he's not going to even want to talk to you. He's not going to even talk to you. He'll say something like, I can't talk to you on this level. I got to talk to somebody on my level. No, Stephen just don't want to, address the questions. Like, he won't sit down and really answer those questions. He'll leave. I mean, he left when Town Business pulled up on him. Oh, he left quick. He left when Fred from Barbershop Conversations pulled up on him and started telling him, and he was like, I can't talk to you. I can't have an intelligent conversation with you. No, the problem is he just don't want to answer those questions. See, that's the problem, okay? He don't want to answer the questions. He don't want to answer, hey, Why are you saying all this stuff about black athletes? Why are you saying this? Why are you so hard on these guys? Okay? Why are you so hard on these guys, but you don't do it for any other nationality except black? Why? You don't want to answer those questions. I mean, I don't know. But this guy, man, you athletes out there, man, y'all stop letting this guy interview you. Don't give him no exclusives. Don't let this man into your personal space. Don't let him into your house around your wife and your kids. Because the next thing you know, there may be an article about you as soon as you cut on the internet.